The woods of central India that are blessed with a large number of Royal Bengal tigers. Yes, we are in the oldest and one of the largest national parks in India, Maharashtra, that is the Tadoba National Park or the Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. The jungle is blessed with many species of birds here, including the birds of prey, aquatic birds and fruit-eating birds. It is also a home for leopards, wild dogs, sloth bears, sambar deers, jackals, barking deers and Indian gores. The bamboo forests are highly attractive here and the teak is very popular. Apart from these two, there are dahoda trees, tendu, arjun, haldu, mahua trees, ain trees and bija. Our day began very early into the jungle. After witnessing the beautiful sunrise, we headed to track a few animals, including big cats. We did not expect anything as usual, but we just headed listening to the beautiful sounds of the jungle, the trails, the trees, and the greens. It was almost afternoon as we waited near the water body. In between the bushes, we noticed a cute little cub, 8 months old, sat and waited for its mother. The cub belonged to a tigress named Veera. We gave a little space and waited for the cub to come out, after which we noticed the cub had another sibling. So Veera, the tigress of that particular territory, had 2 cubs, the young stripes. Slowly and gradually they came outside as we observed, sat there and waited for a little bit. It had passed 2 days since the mother left these cubs. The cubs had nothing to do except to be in the same place and wait for the mother. The mother usually finds a safe place amidst the bushes or near the buffer zones to avoid other predators harming her cubs. Especially the mother doesn't want any other male tiger to harm her male cub. The mothers usually leave their cubs and go to another place for a very short period of time, mainly to drink and to hunt or provide food or bring food for the cubs. Tiger cubs learn how to survive in the wild through play, trial and error, teamwork and loads of patience. Like here we see the 2 cubs are waiting for the mother from past 2 days. The tiger siblings also play games that help them practice hunting and survival skills such as chasing each other, climbing on things, knocking each other down, sneaking up on each other and smacking each other with their paws. Watching these cubs was such a bliss for us. For a moment, we also thought that we were babysitting these cubs. But within no time, these cubs developed interest somewhere else. They began observing keenly towards the fields. After which, one of the cub carefully moved further to notice what it was. Tiger cubs begin hunting with their mothers when they are around 8 to 10 months old. Mothers teach their cubs stalking, pouncing, swatting and other climbing techniques. They also stalk and kill their prey. As the cubs watch all these from their mother, they later on learn and imitate the same techniques when they want to make a kill. As these cubs hadn't made their first kill yet without the mother, yet the hunting instinct worked for this particular cub and he started to stalk the nilgais. There were a herd of nilgais grazing in the fields in front of him, and he carefully, very, very slowly proceeded towards those nilgais. The nilgais didn't even realize that there was a tiger cub stalking them from far. The cub stealthily moved closer to the nilgais for him to get a closer look and sat down near the bushes and the rock. In the meanwhile, the nilgais were slightly alerted because they can smell the predators as well. But the cub persistently kept watching. Now it was the turn of the sibling to move closer to its brother. She carefully moved closer to the brother who was stalking the herd of nilgais. But as she moved to the center, the nilgais started to notice her and gave a few alerting alarm calls. The nilgais then got fully alert, where the tigers kept still and watched them. And finally, they started moving away. After giving a few alarm calls, the nilgais left the place carefully along with their young ones. An unsuccessful hunt, but it made a great part of learning for these cubs on that day. The next morning jungle was serene with bird sounds and also distress calls from the cheetahs. This kind of calls are distress calls from the cheetahs alarming a predator around them. The calls were accurate because the mother had arrived the next day. The mother had come to move the kids to another location or the place where she had made a kill, and so that she could give food for the children. The kids silently followed the mother to the next location. Along with being wild and beasts, we can also see another side of them here. A motherly bond, the obedience of their kids towards their mother, the secretiveness and protectiveness of the mother towards their kids. While moving her kids, the mother is highly alert of the spots and the other predators that might harm the kids. On the way, the little guy started to get thirsty and began drinking water from the hole in the fields, which was a beautiful sight before the little guy also disappeared carefully.